Hey guys, first things first, please do not spoil the second act of Wicked for me. I already know that shit isn't as it seems. Glinda isn't the bad guy. Whoop doop doo woo. Like, I know. I get it. I know. Don't spoil anything further than that for me. I just came on here to say that I've changed my opinion about Glinda. Based on the first act, I've been listening to, like, the soundtrack over and over and over, and Glinda is, like, very so obviously self-centered, egotistical, very self-involved, very much so. But as I was listening to the songs, and this is the making of a true good play, right? Like a true good musical, where the songs kind of reveal, and this is obvious, like it's a no-brainer, the deeper emotions, what's sung and not said, right? I was listening to Defying Gravity, and then I was just thinking practically about Elphaba, and then I was thinking about The Wizard of Oz, right? And the one, like, little back and forth that kind of sticks with me sometimes is the, like, Elphaba says something like, how could you, like, grovel in submission to feed your own ambition, right? And Glinda says something like, she says, I hope you're happy how you hurt your cause forever, right? So to me, that shows that Glinda is smarter than what I previously believed, right? She realizes that, this is not the way to get anything done in favor of the animals. All you've literally done was put a target on your back. Most people know that in order to, get a certain, like, powerful group to do something, you have to work with them. You cannot be against them, especially not by yourself. It was never going to work Elphaba's way. It was never going to work her way. And so I just want to update my thoughts. I do think that Glinda is a little bit smarter than I previously thought. And she's not, like, a coward like I originally thought. I'm like, she didn't go with her because, her dream's coming true, so she's good enough with her shit coming true. Fuck Elphaba, after she got what she needed after Elphaba, she's like, fuck you. I'm good. I'm straight now. But it's so very obviously more than that happening. I think I would be a fool to think otherwise, right? Like, I already know there's more than meets the eye. Do not spoil anything for me. I just wanted to make it clear that, like, holy shit, like, if we apply this shit to the real world, would you have more power being, for instance, against America, like, by yourself? Would you stand a chance being against America by yourself? Like, say we were the worst country in the world, debatable, whatever, who cares? Would you stand a chance being against us by yourself? Like, to make change? Would you have more access to power, to creating the reality that you wanted America to be by acting against the government by yourself? Or being within the government and trying to help shit from inside? Like, now you have a seat at the table, right? And so I guess it's a little unfair because Elphaba was tricked into, like, hurting the monkeys by giving them wings. So that obviously is something that informed her decision. Not only that, but her interpersonal relationships with her professor, who was a goat, and all that stuff. And the lion cub, who was in a cage, like, all of that shit. Clearly, and being able to relate to the other clearly gave her a bit more gas in her tank to be gung-ho about being against the wizard's regime, right? But I'm just thinking about, now it's reminding me of Code Geass, right? Like, is Lelouche the way to do it, or is Suzaku the way to do it? And for Code Geass, I was on Lelouche's side, honestly. Like, I could not see myself pulling myself up by the bootstraps, becoming a good, noble soldier to try and persuade people, blah, 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 to treat the Japanese better, right? This is what I think of. And so I was more on Lelouch's side because, like, there was an act of genocide happening. And you could argue that with the animals in Oz. I was more on Lelouch's side, but here I'm starting to wonder, like, Glinda is the Suzaku of the fucking Wizard of Oz, of Wicked. She's a Suzaku. And so it makes a little bit more sense that way. Like, Glinda isn't this horrible person. Like, yeah, she has some bad fucking triad qualities, which we all do, right? But she's a lot better and a lot more misunderstood than I thought. No spoilers! That's all I want to say. Okay, bye.